Hello everyone. Welcome to my presentation. I am dealing the subject Thermal Engineering 1. In that topic is compressors. The outline of my presentation is problems on reciprocating air compressors without clearance volume. The first problem is a single stage reciprocating air compressors has cylinder diameter and stroke length of 200 mm and 300 mm respectively. The compressor sucks air at 1 bar and 27 degrees centigrade and delivers at 8 bar and running at 100 rpm. Find indicated power of the compressor, mass of air delivered by the compressor per minute, temperature of the air delivered by the compressor. The compressor follows the law PV power 1.25 is equal to constant and take R as 287 joule per kg Kelvin. So this is the problem description. In the problem it is a single acting reciprocating air compressor. So the bore diameter is 200 mm. So bore diameter D is equal to 200 mm. We have to convert mm in terms of meters. So dividing 200 by 1000. So 200 by 1000 is equal to 0.2 meters. And stroke length of 300 mm. So stroke length L is equal to 300 mm. That is equal to 300 by 1000. 0.3 meters. And the compressor sucks air at 1 bar. Means initial pressure or suction pressure P1 is equal to 1 bar. We have to convert bars in terms of Newton per meter square. 1 bar is equal to 10 to the power of 5 Newton per meter square. And sucks at 27 degrees centigrade. That is initial temperature or suction temperature P1 is equal to 27 degrees centigrade. We have to convert degree centigrade in terms of Kelvin. So 27 plus 273 that is equal to 300 Kelvin and delivers at 8 bar. So final pressure P2 is equal to 8 bar. So we have to convert bars in terms of Newton per meter square. That is equal to 8 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per meter square. And running at 100 rpm. Means speed N is equal to 100 rpm. The compressor follows the law PV power 1.25 is equal to constant. That is N is equal to 1.25. And universal gas constant R is equal to 287 joule per kg Kelvin. So these are the three unknown parameters we have to calculate. Before calculating these three parameters, we have to calculate volume of the air before the compressor. So it is represented by the letter V1. The units of volume is meter cube. We are splitting meter cube as meter square into meter. Meter square represents the area of the cylinder and meter represents the stroke length. So area of the cylinder A is equal to pi by 4 d square, where d is equal to bore diameter. So V1 is equal to pi by 4 d square into L. By substituting the bore diameter d as 0.2 meters and stroke length L as 0.3 meters, we will get volume of the air before the compressor V1 is equal to 0.0094 meter cube. In that, the first unknown parameter is indicated power of the compressor. Indicated power of the compressor is represented by the letter IP. So indicated power is equal to W into NW by 60 watts. So here there are two unknown parameters. The first one is W, that is work required for the compressor for a polytropic compression of air. So for a polytropic compression, work done W is equal to N by N minus 1 into P1 V1 into P2 by P1 whole to the power of N minus 1 by N minus 1. Where N is polytropic index value is 1.25. P1 is 1 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per meter square. V1 is 0.0094 meter cube. And P2 is 8 bar and P1 as 1 bar. Substituting these values, we will get the work done as 2423.884 Newton meter. Since the compressor is a single acting, therefore the number of working strokes per minute is given by NW is equal to N, that is equal to 100 RPM. So indicated power is equal to W into NW by 60. So substituting W and NW, we will get the indicated power is equal to 4041.6 watts. In terms of kilowatts, we have to divide this numerical by 1000. So indicated power becomes 4.0416 kilowatts. So second unknown parameter is mass of air delivered by the compressor per minute. Let M is equal to mass of air delivered by the compressor per minute. We know that the single stage reciprocating air compressor follows ideal gas equation, that is PV is equal to MRP. For suction stroke, P1 V1 is equal to MRT1. From that we have to calculate the mass value M. So M is equal to P1 V1 by RT1. So P1 value is 1 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per meter square and V1 is 0.0094 meter cube and R value as 287 and T1 as 300 Kelvin. We will get mass is equal to 0.0109 kg per stroke. So mass of air delivered by the compressor per minute is equal to M into NW. So M into NW is equal to N is equal to 100 RPM. So we will get M as 1.09 kg. So second parameter also we calculated. And the third parameter is temperature of air delivered by the compressor. Let T2 be the temperature of the air delivered by the compressor. We know that for a polytropic compressor, the relation between the pressure and temperature is T2 by T1 is equal to P2 by P1 whole to the power of N minus 1 by N. We have to calculate T2. So T2 is equal to T1 into P2 by P1 whole to the power of N minus 1 by N. By substituting the value T1 as 300 Kelvin and P2 as 8 bar and P1 as 1 bar and N is equal to 1.25, we will get the temperature T2 as delivered temperature 454.8 Kelvin. We have to convert Kelvin in terms of degree centigrade. So by subtracting the value 273, so 454.8 minus 273.15, we will get the delivery temperature T2 as 181.65 degrees centigrade. From this we concluded the three unknown parameters. And the second problem is a single stage reciprocating air compressor with 0.3 meter bore and 0.4 meter strokes run at 400 RPM. The suction pressure is 1 bar at 300 Kelvin and the delivery pressure is 5 bar. Find the power required to run if it is isothermal, adiabatic and the compressor follows PV power 1.3 is equal to constant, and also find the isothermal efficiency. So this is the problem description. In that it is a single stage reciprocating compressor. So from the problem the given data is bore diameter D is equal to 0.3 meter and stroke length L is equal to 0.4 meters and runs at 400 RPM, that is speed N is equal to 400 RPM and the suction pressure is 1 bar. So suction pressure P1 is equal to 1 bar. We have to convert bar in terms of Newton per meter square, that is equal to 1 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per meter square and the suction temperature is 300 Kelvin. So T1 is equal to 300 Kelvin and delivers pressure at 5 bar. So delivery pressure P2 is equal to 5 bar. So that is equal to 5 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per meter square. And the compressor follows PV power 1.3 is equal to constant. That is equal to N value. Polytropic index N is equal to 1.3. So there are 4 unknown parameters. First one, power required to run the isothermal, power required to run the adiabatic, power required to run the polytropic index, that is equal to PV power 1.3 is equal to constant, and also find the isothermal efficiency. So these are the 4 unknown parameters. Before calculating the 4 unknown parameters, we have to calculate the suction volume. Suction volume is represented by the letter Vs. So the unit of suction volume is meter cube. So Vs is equal to initial volume V1, that is equal to area of the cylinder into stroke length. So area of the cylinder in terms of diameter is pi by 4 d square into L. By substituting the diameter and L as 0.3 meters and 0.4, we will get suction volume that is equal to initial volume as 0.00283 meter cube. In that, the first unknown parameter is work required for isothermal compressor. So work required for an isothermal compressor W is equal to P1 V1 ln of P2 by P1. So P1 value is 100 kilonewton per meter square and V1 as 0.0283 kilojoules per kg Kelvin and P2 as 5 bar and P1 as 1 bar. By substituting these values, we will get work done as 4.55 kilojoule per kg. Power required for an isothermal compressor P is equal to W into N by 60, where N is speed. Since it is a single acting compressor, N is equal to NW, that is equal to 400 RPM. So by substituting the work done and N value, we will get power as 30.33 kilowatts. In that, the second unknown parameter is power required for an adiabatic compressor. For calculating the power, we have to calculate the work done. So work required for the compressor W is equal to gamma by gamma minus 1 into P1 V1 into P2 by P1 whole to the power of gamma minus 1 by gamma minus 1. Since it is an air compressor, gamma value, that is adiabatic index for air, is equal to 1.4. P1 as 100 and V1 as 0.0283 and P2 in terms of bars as 4 bar and P1 as 1 bar. Substituting these value, we will get work as 5.78 kilojoules per kg. So power required for an adiabatic compressor P is equal to W into NW by 60. So by substituting W and N as 400 RPM, we will get power as 38.55 kilowatts. And third one is work required for the compressor with PV power 1.3 is equal to constant. So W is equal to N by N minus 1 into P1 V1 into P2 by P1 whole to the power of N minus 1 by N minus 1, where N is equal to 1.3. So by substituting P1 as 100 kilonewton per meter square and V1 as 0.0283 meter cube and P2 as 6 bar and P1 as 1 bar. By substituting these values, we will get work done as 5.52 kilojoules per kg. So we have to calculate the power required. So power required for a polytropic compressor P is equal to W into N by 60. So by substituting work and N is equal to 400 RPM, we will get power as 36.97 kilowatts. And the fourth parameter we have to calculate is isothermal efficiency. So efficiency is represented by the letter eta. So eta of isothermal is equal to indicated power of isothermal by indicated power of polytropic. So here there are two unknown parameters, indicated power of isothermal and indicated power of polytropic. In the previous, we calculated indicated power of adiabatic as 38.55 kilowatts and indicated power of polytropic is 36.97. So by substituting these values, we will get isothermal efficiency as 0.8247. In terms of percentage, we have to multiply by 100. That is equal to 0.8247 into 100. That is equal to 82.47. So isothermal efficiency of the single stage reciprocating air compressor is 82.47%. Thank you.